D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, down below, you can also find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can read those and come up with your own opinion, or you can just listen to this video where I just break them all down, and then you don't have to read them, and it's fine, everything. Plus, I'll give you my opinion on it. But before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. I also ask you that you do this to any other small YouTuber that you find out there. I'm pretty sure they would appreciate it as well. So why don't we go ahead and get started and do these 3 stories. So for my first story this week, it looks like Chloe Bennet has left the Powerpuff Girls show. Now, if you remember, they were written the script for the pilot, and they were going to do that. And the script for the pilot leaked online. Now, after it leaked online, there was a lot of backlash. And I think that's why Chloe Bennet has left the show. I think that if you read the script, it is awful. It's just got awful. I mean, I don't understand how they could greenlight this. And they did. It's funny. They greenlit it, and then they made the pilot. And then the execs over at the CW, they turned it down. They're like, we're not interested in this. And I just go, well, you're not interested in that, but you'll greenlight crap like Batwoman. Batwoman's god awful, and you're gonna turn this down. I mean, it's practically the same thing. It's so freaking bad. So then what they did was they were like, we need rewrites. You need to rewrite this pilot. So they hired the same people to rewrite the script. I don't understand that nonsense at all. They didn't get it right the first time, but you're like, hey, it's cool. Just fix your work. They obviously can't write this. So maybe you need to get some new people in there to rewrite it, or hire a script doctor. They're all over Hollywood, and they just come in and fix the script problems, and bada boom, bada bing, you're good to go. So they hired the same crappy writers to rewrite probably this crappy script and everything. So Chloe Bennet left the show. She's like, I'm done. And she said it was scheduling issues, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure that's not what it was. I'm pretty sure they just kept turning in crap, and they were just like, you know what? I'm not, she's probably like, I'm not interested in this. We got a lot of backlash from the first one. And I mean, like, you look pictures on set, there's one picture where she just looks completely unhappy to be there. And I'm all like, yeah, probably because she's like, what did I get myself into? So she was playing Blossom, one of the Powerpuff Girls, and all the other actors and actresses are still signed on for this, including Dove Cameron, who's playing Bubbles. And then I can't remember the girl's name that's playing Buttercup, and I didn't write it down. Bummer. But those 2 girls are signed on, and everybody else that's all playing all the other parts are still signed on. But Chloe Bennett's like, I'm out. And she said it was scheduling because she's doing another project, but I'm pretty sure that's not true. I mean, like, if she doesn't come, if nothing gets put out there on the ether of what she's doing next, like if she's not filming on set at anytime soon, I'm going to be like, yeah, this was a lie. She doesn't have anything. She just didn't want to do it, and I wouldn't want to do it either if it was crap, I mean, what are you going to do? But at the same time, an actor's got to act. So, Chloe Bennet, do your thing. And this Powerpuff Girls, I mean, like I said, the first script, the pilot script, was freaking awful. And I was like, man, how did this get, it was nothing. It was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah. If you really want to find it, you can find it and everything. Yeah. So that is my first story of this week. So for my second story of the week, this is kind of exciting. It looks like Idris Alba will be voicing Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And I think this is great. This is scheduled to be released in the United States on April 8th of 2022. We'll see if it keeps going on there. I'm not sure if that will still have the same release date, just because of the Delta variant with COVID and everything. I'm not quite sure what's going to go on with it, but they did film. And filming took place, in March of 2021, everything. And they filmed in Vancouver and Hawaii and everything. So real quick, before I talk about Idris Alba and Knuckles and everything, I just want to give you the premise for this movie. And this is what it says. It says, after defeating Dr. Robotnik and banishing him to the Mushroom Planet, Sonic is ready for more freedom as Tom and Maddie agree to let him stay home while they go on vacation. However, Dr. Robotnik returns from the Mushroom Planet with a new partner, Knuckles. In search of an emerald that can give the power to build and destroy civilizations. Now, Sonic and his newfound best friend, Tails, embark on a journey to get the emerald before it falls into Robotnik's hands. Now, Idris Alba, I think this is great casting. I love Idris Alba. I think he's a good actor. I don't think that he's a big enough draw for people sometimes because, I mean, like, look, for some reason, good actors just don't draw in a crowd. I don't get it, but it's a bummer. Like I said, I like Idris Alba. Sorry, I said Idris. Idris Alba. I think he's a good actor. He was just in the Suicide Squad. So good. He's in that show Luther. That's a good show. I just don't understand why, he's not getting like more work / why, his movies don't do really, really good. Cause I think he's a good actor. But as far as him playing Knuckles, I think this was a great choice. I think he's got a great voice for it. I'm not sure if he'll keep the accent or not. It'll be interesting to see what he does there. I don't know. Sometimes when British people do American accents, like they drop their accent, it's like I love it when they talk like this in our movie parts and everything. So that wasn't my joke, but I just this is good casting. So who is Knuckles? Knuckles is a serious yet gullible anthropomorphic red echidna who is a determined treasure hunter. Though aggressive and short-tempered in nature, Knuckles is a experienced and formidable fighter with super strength and gifted with the ability to glide and climb walls. Having been deceived by Robotnik into joining him, he comes to Earth seeking an emerald of great power. And that was the synopsis, or that was the character description for him from Wikipedia and everything. So we did see some set photos of what Knuckles is going to look like, and he looks pretty good. He's very accurate to the game. And I have to tell you right now, Tails they haven't cast Tails yet, or who said who the voice actor is going to be for Tails. And he showed up at the end credits scene for Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which I liked Sonic the Hedgehog. I thought it was a good movie. They had some problems, when they first put that first trailer out and everybody didn't like the design of him, and then they fixed it and everybody loved it. And I thought the movie was pretty good. Knuckles is my very close second favorite character in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe. I do like that universe. I played the games when I was younger on Sega Genesis, and then I did watch the TV show, and I do read some of the comics, not a lot of the comics, but I did watch that cartoon. Back in the day, it was all right, but I do like the Sonic the Hedgehog world, and I do like Knuckles. I think he's a great character. We kind of saw him in the last movie. We saw his peoples, I guess. They had the bow and arrows and they killed that great owl lady. I don't remember her from the video games and such, but maybe she was in the comic books and I just didn't see her or whatnot. But yeah, no, I do like Knuckles, and I think that this Idris Alba casting him was such a great choice, in my opinion. I think that they made a good decision with this one. So that is my second story of this week. So for my third and final story of this week, Gina Carano has given details for her next movie after being fired from Star Wars: The Mandalorian. So you're asking yourself, well, what is her first project after being fired? And it's revealed to be a movie based off a book called White Knuckle. Now, this is going to be written by, the book was written by the Hitcher writer, and it is described as a story that follows a strong-willed woman, and we'll get into that, as she travels across the country to find a serial killer. So what is White Knuckle? So here is the description of the movie. or the book, I apologize, it's the book. And it says there's a killer on the road. He's a big rig truck driver who goes by the CB handle White Knuckle, and he's Jack the Ripper on 18 wheels. For 40 years, he has murdered hundreds of women in unimaginable ways, imprisoning them in a secret compartment in his truck, abducting them in one state and dumping their dead bodies across the country. Dedicated FBI agent Sharon Ormsby, I'm assuming that's Gina Carano's character. It is Gina Carano's character, is on a mission to hunt down and stop White Knuckle. She goes undercover as a truck driver with a helpful long hauler named Ruby in a cross-country pursuit that will ultimately bring her face-to-face with White Knuckle in a pedal-to-the-metal, high-octane climax on a highway to hell. Now, as I said before, this is going to be written by Eric Red. It looks the script is, or at least he wrote the book. I think he's writing the script, but I'm not sure if he's going to direct. He has directed before, but I'm not sure if he's going to direct this. Now, if you remember, she did an interview with Ben Shapiro of the Daily Wire, and they were going to put this on their, after this is done, they're going to put this on their streaming service. I don't know if it's a streaming service or not. I have to admit, and then Gina Carano will be a producer on this movie as well as starring in it. Now, I have to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure if I will be subscribing to the Daily Wire to get this movie. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll see how much interest I have in this after. Maybe if they put a trailer out, then maybe I'll be like interested in it. But as of right now, I'm going to say I'm not going to be subscribing to the Daily Wire. I think it's the Daily Wire. I don't remember. It doesn't matter right now anyways. But I will also, but if they put it on Amazon, I'll pay for it. I'll pay a good $20-$30, to watch this movie. I just don't know if I want a whole nother streaming service, added on to my monthly bill just for one movie, and I mean, maybe I'll get it for just the 1 month if they allow that, and then just, ride that service until I cancel it, kind of thing. But as far as the movie goes, I think this sounds good. I think that, first off, I do like Gina Carano. I'm one of those people that I do not think she should have got fired, even if I agree with her or disagree with her. I don't think that what she did was fireable, but hey, you have your own opinion on that. But I do think that this sounds good. I've never read this book. Maybe I'll read it. I don't know if I have time, but I do think that, who doesn't love a good thriller, and finding and then the Hitcher. I like that movie a lot. So we'll see as far as that goes, if this movie is good or not. So that is my third and final story of the day. Tell me, what do you guys think about all this? How do you feel about Chloe Bennet leaving the Powerpuff Girls TV show and the pilot and all that stuff? Do you think this is a good choice for her? Do you think she should have stuck it out and everything? Do you think the scheduling conflict is really a thing, or do you think that's what they just told the press? And then how do you feel about this Powerpuff Girls show? Do you think it'll get off the ground eventually, or do you think it's just dead in the water now, now that the one of the stars left? How do you feel about Idris Alba joining the cast of Sonic the Hedgehog as Knuckles? I think it's great. I think it sounds great. I love Idris Alba, love Knuckles, love Sonic the Hedgehog, love that whole world. So I think this is going to be fun. And I think that so far, everything sounds good about this movie. So let's do this and everything. And then finally, how do you feel about Gina Carano, this new movie that she's going to do, White Knuckle? Do you think this sounds good? Are you a Gina Carano fan? Are you not a Gina Carano fan? Are you just hate? I did see some salty tweets on Twitter about it. So people are angry about it, that she's doing another movie, but I'm all like, hey, she's producing it herself. So, and they're producing it themselves. So I'm pretty sure they're not using Hollywood money. So, they're going to do it. And this sounds like it sounds like this is a movie that could be made pretty cheaply, so I think that, yeah. So, and I think it sounds good. It sounds like a good movie. So we'll see how it turns out. So those are my 3 stories. That's all I got for you this week. Tell me, what do you guys think about this? You know, do you like this stuff or whatnot? You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.